everybody, it's me, GhostCritic, and I'm here with my Monday Will That Happen video. It's the day that I would normally be looking back at the comic book news of the past week and then finding one that particularly intrigues me or interests me and then giving you my thoughts and opinions on it. However, comic book news is invariably slim on the ground. It usually is made up of like solicitations for the coming months, or a brand new title that seems to interest everyone, or Marvel and DC have done something stupid again so we can all pile on to them again. So because nothing really grabbed my attention last week, I'm going to have to think about evolving this day and this particular video. So when nothing particularly interesting is out from the past week, or nothing that I think I can talk about, I will just be giving you my thoughts and opinions on the comic book world in general and just random thoughts I've had about it, about a certain topic. Now, you've all seen the title of this video, and I just want to put you all at ease to begin with that no, I'm not quitting comics and ergo quitting YouTube. That isn't happening. But due to hearing people talk about their pull lists and then growing ever bigger and seeing everyone's comic book hauls that people rush out and go to flea markets and garage sales and showing off what they got, it's a thought that's been going through my head for, well, not some time. It occasionally randomly hits me. Now, if you come and visit my house, you will instantly recognise this as a comic book reader's house. As you're coming up the stairs to my flat, you will see stacked against the wall on the landing, there's like 8 long boxes. If you peer into my bedroom, you will see another stack against the wall of another 4 long boxes. And on my bedside table is a pile of unread graphic novels that are just waiting to be devoured. And then of course you come into my living room, you see my bookshelves of graphic novels, there's some bookshelves over there with loads of graphic novels and encyclopedias and fiction books relating to comics. So you can pretty much know that this is a comic book reader's house. And there's a lot of it. Now, Wednesday, we all know what happens on Wednesday. We all trot down to our comic book store to pick up our new comics because Wednesday's New Comic Book Day. And without fail, every Wednesday, I will get a text from my partner. It has 3 words in it, and that's all, 3 words. It's not, how's your day? It's not even, what's for dinner? It's not even romantically linked, saying, I love you. No. It has a question mark on the end, and it's always, how many comics? Now, when it's single digits, I don't feel so bad about letting them know. When it gets into double figures, that's when a tiny little bit of guilt starts creeping in, only ever so little, believe me. And they mock shock, mock horror, and they always try and guess how much I've actually spent, and they every time underestimate. My partner doesn't realise how much I actually spend on comic books, and shh, between you and me, no one else. So I just wonder, and I wonder this from time to time, would I ever stop? Would I ever stop collecting comic books? And exactly how would that happen? Would I just quit cold turkey? That's no new comic books, no new comic book Wednesday, no more buying trades, no more going into comic book shops on our road trips, no more going to garage sales or flea markets. That's it. What I have in my house, I have. I don't know if I could do that. So do I then wait for one of my titles to finish and then not replace it? Or do I just quit singles altogether and kind of ease myself off it and just do trades? But then there's all the back issues that I like to collect as well. There is something about comic book collecting that is so addictive. It is like no other medium that I'm interested in. It's like I read novels, but I don't feel the compulsion to read everything that particular author has written. I watch so many movies, but I don't feel that compulsion to watch everything a director has directed, has made. I listen to music, but I don't feel the need to have every single album that that artist has put out. But there is just something about comics. Of course, it's got that whole cliffhanger element to it where you read your single issues and it gives you a cliffhanger and you have to buy the next issue. Well, you don't have to, but you know, you're a comic book collector. You've got the same kind of passion and zero willpower that I have. And you buy the next one and then the next one. And then there's a new story arc with more cliffhangers. I just don't know what it is about comic books that do this to it. I mean, they throw out new issues, Image, new #1s all the time. Looks interesting, you've got to buy the first issue. It draws you in, so you're just adding more and more and more onto your pull list. And they're amusing, not amusing, but it gives me a giggle sometimes, but it is quite a silly thought. But because I buy all these new comics and I buy all these new trades, I rarely get to reread what I've bought. I'm still making my way through the last back issue haul that I bought from the last comic book store I went on my road trip. And I know that they're just going to go in one of the long boxes, and I'll be lucky if I even see the cover of it again. What is this nonsense? Me and my partner have this kind of joke that when I die, to save costs, he's going to build the coffin out of all my comic books. And it's... I dread wanting to move. I know I have to because this place is getting smaller and smaller with all my comic book boxes and graphic novels around me. But I dread having to move all these comics. But I know the longer I leave it, the more comics I will have accumulated. I mean, I'm not complaining here by any stretch of the imagination. This is my kind of passion, this is my hobby, this is what excites me and just fills, you know, a portion of my day and makes it fun and entertaining, and it's something I can share with the likes of you out there. So don't think I'm complaining about this and oh poor me, oh first world problems. It's just, when does it stop? Am I going to be in a retirement home, still kind of creeping down with my wooden cane to the comic book store to pick up my latest pull list, which for all I know by then could have like 40-50 comics a week on it? I just don't know what it is or when it's going to stop. I hope it's not for a long time yet. But do you ever see yourself ever stopping other than for financial reasons? Please let me know in the comments section down below. If you've not subscribed to my channel yet and you want more of my random ranting and raving and just talking nonsense about comic books, then hit the subscribe button. You won't miss out on any of it then. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and just throw some comments on the bottom and I'll do my best to reply to all of them. Thank you for watching. Until next week. Bye bye.